Hello everyone, and welcome back to Caterpillar's Operator Stadium. How about that cat trivia challenge, huh? That was pretty fun, huh? Let's give our demo operators Will and Steve, and how about Rutledge Wood, our special guest, and those contestants that we brought in out of the grandstand. Give them a round of applause for participating with us. That's awesome. I'm Marty Daines, and I'm going to be your host for the next 30 to 40 minutes here. I'm the facility manager of Caterpillar's Tanaha Hills Demonstration and Learning Center located in Tucson, Arizona. We're about to start our spotlight demo today, and that demo is going to be the technology evolution. But before we get into the demo, I want to bring to highlight some of the special safety messages while you're here at Operator Stadium and in the grandstands with us. So please take a look at the information being put up on the big screens. Take note of anything that might pertain to you. For those folks looking for hearing protection, we do have earplug dispensers located in each one of our grandstands around Operator Stadium, so please take advantage of those as you need to. For the folks standing around the barriers of our Operator Stadium, please note that during this demo, that equipment is going to be running at operating speeds very close to those barriers, so we ask that you do not lean on, stand on, or sit on any of those barriers while the demo is taking place, okay? We want to make sure each and every one of you walk out of here same way you walked in today. If you come up with a safety concern during these demos, please look for one of the CAT representatives in the black and gray polos or one of the security personnel, and they'll help you address any of those needs that you might have. So now let's hear some applause. We're ready to dig in. Well, let's get this show rolling, folks. What do you say? Today, we have a team of demo operators from Caterpillar's Edwards and Tanaha Hills demo centers located in Illinois and Arizona. The equipment that's going to be running today will be operated by them, and the cool thing about these guys are that at one time they were operators and customers just like many of you in the grandstands and watching online. So pay close attention to that. Most importantly, they are highly skilled and experienced in heavy equipment operation and application training. I will also be joined by 4 of Caterpillar's product experts. These experts work within the product groups hand in hand with our dealers and our customers out on their job sites with those products, making sure that our customers are getting that return on investment that they expect from CAT. Collectively, these 4 experts have 100+ years of experience in the industry. Many of you may know them from some of their videos out on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And for the contractors in the seats, your job site and its challenges are evolving faster than ever. Your bids are more competitive, and the input costs are hyper-fluctuating. Contractors need to do more with less or be more productive with fewer resources. Qualified labor shortage is a significant factor out there, both at the operators and the job site workers and their skill levels. We are using fewer machines to do a lot more work on those job sites, and the regulation and safety are more important each and every day. As you look out over our job site today, we're doing some site prep for a construction of a convenient store pad that will include a retention pond, parking lot, underground utilities, and pulling the back slope for landscaping. You'll notice with this evolved site, there are fewer machines, no grade stakes, and no additional personnel on the ground, but there's still going to be a lot going on. CAT 2 is evolving with the job site. Let us show you how we've addressed these job site issues in our products and technologies. First up, let's talk excavators. They can be found nearly everywhere on every job site around the world. They are carriers that can quickly change work tools for the job site you are working on, allowing you to dig, load, sort, cut, compact, and grade. I'm going to introduce Mr. Brian Stelbrink. Brian is one of our product experts of the Excavator group. Brian, tell us a little bit more about this 317 we've got back there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Marty. Brian Stelbrink. Welcome, everyone. I'm a product specialist with the Excavators, 26 years in the industry, and happy to talk to you today about our 317. With me in that 317 is Alex Lambert, expert operator, showing that machine off. You've been seeing him throughout the week here. and he's in that 317 loaded up with work tool versatility as well as loads of standard technology. So let's take a look at it. As Alex is working on cutting in our retention pond, he's actually using 3D with the tilt rotator. So talk about extreme efficiency. Now, evolution of the job site, and specifically evolution of the excavator on that job, I think of work tools and how they've changed over the years, the efficiency of them, the quick changes, hydraulic tools, as well as technology. So as you've seen here today, that's really a theme we're going to talk through. So again, that 317, that's our 8'6" machine, 40,000 pounds, very transportable, yet to do a heavy amount of work. Again, evolution of the job site and thinking through that there. If you think about going back many years, and even in some jobs today where it makes sense, from pin-on buckets have evolved to mechanical quick couplers, have evolved to full tilt rotators with hydraulic quick couplers, and that's what you see there. Really about versatility and being able to do quick changes and having a tilt rotator with hydraulic connect coupler both top and bottom. That cat tilt rotator eliminates the need to constantly reposition that machine. If you think about how much work you can get done from a single spot with a tilt rotator and being able to do that, less movements, less fuel, more production, saves time, obviously saves fuel, saves ground labor coming in after that, or support pieces of equipment, because you can do a lot more precise work, whether it's digging and cutting in a pannier at an angle that Alex is doing, or it may be spread material and really spreading that out to not have the ground labor coming after it, being able to put it in precise locations. A full 360 degrees of rotation, up to 40 degrees tilt side to side. As you can see that, Alex is showing it off. And just all wide range of different applications, from sloping back trenches, to cutting in, digging in and around utilities, to spreading material, to laying gravel back down into a foundation, working in tight corners, so extremely versatile. You can see Alex is showing off another key feature of that tilt rotator is that grapple module, tucked up out of the way when you don't need it, but so versatile when you do, whether it's picking and placing pipe, whether it's beams, landscape materials, loads of different materials, as well as work tools, pulling other work tools off the truck, or walk behind tools down into a foundation. That integrated grapple module is certainly very versatile. Hydraulic connect coupler, both top and bottom, being able to change those tools in a matter of seconds, whether it's a bucket, tamping wheel. It really could be anything, even the most sophisticated work tools such as grapples, plate compactors, changing from the comfort and safety of the cab in a matter of seconds. I want to now talk about a few of the technologies and really about grade and payload. That 317 is loaded up standard from the factory with a 2D grade system with overdig protection. We call it assist, really automatics on that. That's standard, along with payload, along with e-fence, and a whole host of features. That machine that Alex is in obviously upgraded to full 3D, so now it's like having a surveyor in the cab with him. Being able to dig to the site plan. That design that was laid out in here, it's very visible to Alex on that large touchscreen display. He can see his alignments on the job site. He knows his real-time cuts and fills anywhere on that job because that design is at his disposal right out in front of him. So extremely powerful in efficiency and where that's evolved onto the excavator. The last technology I want to touch on is a payload system. So that machine comes standard from the factory, as do our next-gen excavators, 13 to 95 tons. Onboard payload system, standard. Alex knows real-time the payload of each bucket of material. Think about the power of that. It prevents overloading trucks. It prevents underloading trucks. Making sure your hauls down the highway are right at rated payload, maximizing the efficiency of your operations. So excellent there, and that information is also available off-board, not just to Alex on that display, off-board information to the back office, allowing you to make real-time educated decisions on your job site by using VisionLink productivity. So VisionLink, that comes standard on the excavators and other Cat machines, being able to get that payload information through VisionLink to help make great decisions. So with that, that's our 317, loaded up with technology, loaded up with versatility, and really a great example, Marty, of how it's evolved on the job site to really help be most efficient.
That's fantastic, Brian. Thanks a lot, pal. Always learn something when you're talking about these machines here.
Okay, thank you, Marty.
You bet, buddy. Folks, the days of working construction in big open sites without obstacles or shutting down all the lanes of traffic are diminishing. Today we work in tight quarters or urban environments where we must safely maintain one lane of traffic. A compact radius excavator is exactly what a contractor needs out there for these types of job sites. Another person that teaches me a lot about excavators is Ryan Neal. Ryan is one of our product experts in the excavator as well. And Ryan, tell us, you and I have worked a lot together. Tell us a little bit more about this 335 compact radius machine, buddy.
Certainly, Marty, thank you. Hey, thanks again for everybody being here, Marty. Thanks for all the hard work. My name's Ryan Neal. I am a product specialist with 27 years in the industry. Been with CAT 16 years, and previous to that, I was pulling levers. But I want to spend some time to talk about this 335 that's out there. You watch Brian, my good friend Brian Kane, walk off that bench in this 335. The evolution of the 335 and compact radius machines is actually kind of interesting. For us at Caterpillar, it started with underground tunneling applications where you needed that confined tight radius when you're working against high walls and heavy walls underground. So then our contractors said, you know what? I'm going to take this into the urban environment, or I'm working up against buildings, and we've got Jersey barriers right there to indicate the compact area that you can work. Once contractors figured out that I could start putting these out in streets and tight, compact areas, whether it's forestry or whether it's construction work, it's become very valuable for these 335s. Now, we offer several different compact radius machines. We have a 315, which is in our smaller size. Then we have a 325 compact radius, and now you're looking at the 335 out here. Some of the differences, obviously physically, of a compact radius compared to a traditional counterweight machine would, one, a heavy counterweight that's pulled tight into the machine. Two, the boom is set back further into the machine for better lift and stability in working into those tight confined areas. And also really good stability over the side and working in front of the machine. Now again, where would you see some of these machines working? Well, one, we talked about in the underground tunneling application. Two, maybe you're working downtown Las Vegas getting ready for the F1 race that's coming, or any other urban environment. But you also see them on a traditional job site, and it's becoming more and more popular. Some of the options you can get on these compact radius machines are a blade. You often see one on a 315, extremely common, as well as you can all get one on a 325 and 335 as well. We have, and they're good for leveling and backfilling, but we also offer rubber tracks on our 315, and that comes in extremely handy when you're working on the street. You don't have to worry about laying down any sort of anything on the ground to prevent scratching up the concrete or pavement. So optional rubber tracks work very good, and they work good in the dirt as well. We also have different stick lengths and counterweights for these, all three of these different tractors, just depending on what application you have and what you're trying to achieve. But really, I want to talk about this 335 specifically. It tips the scales at nearly 80,000 pounds. And this specific machine has our longer stick option on it, the 12-foot 4-inch stick. It's got a coupler, 60-inch bucket, full 3D GPS, loaded up with hydraulic medium pressure and high pressure lines, and 33-inch triple grouser shoes for that enhanced stability. It's a super popular machine for underground utilities, as you see that all over the world. Road work, site development, and a whole bunch of other different applications. The nice thing about this is the massive undercarriage. That's the same undercarriage that we have on our brand new 340, which is sitting behind us over here to the left. You guys can take a look at that as well, which gives it great, exceptional lift and stability. The one nice thing about these compact radius that's changed for us is there's no change in the cab from the previous machines, or a traditional counterweight machine. So you've got all kinds of leg room and visibility as well. So there's no compromise in the layout of that cab with excellent visibility and performance. The core performance of this 335 is pretty impressive. There's over 35% more horsepower than the previous 335F. And we've heard it from our customers that it is noticeable and it's performing very well. Also 20% more productivity than the previous machine. And there's more dig force, more swing torque, faster cycle times, and more lift. This machine is a lifting fool, I would say. And it's also handled some of the larger buckets that we offer with this size class due to that wide stance and stability. This machine is equipped with full 3D GPS, and one thing that's different with this machine is those Zephyr antennas are sitting right on top of the counterweight, low and flush, for working in those compact areas where you may potentially swing into tree limbs or whatever it may be, to keep that tight and clean so those will not get knocked off. Now, another great example of additional customer values is we offer annual product updates on our next-gen excavators, and some of the ones that we've launched just recently are, we have Auto Dig Boost and Stick Steer, which has become very popular. The Auto Dig Boost offers 8 to 10% more breakout force. We also auto Heavy Lift, payload for grapples for those specific grapples when you want to sort material and keep track of that payload, as well as extended oil intervals. One of the things that we've proved significantly that I'm super happy about is our Grade with Assist quick mode. Now that allows the operator to be able to manually run the machine in quick mode and to be able to give them more maneuverability so they can go faster or slower, and it's extremely accurate as well. Some of the other things we have are, as far as safety features, optional 360-degree cameras, cab avoidance, lift assist. It's loaded up with tons of different safety features, as well as daily checks on the ground. The 335s, it's been an exciting launch. We're pretty excited with how this come into the market. As you start to see these on construction sites, and it's becoming more and more popular. See them along the highway. They're all over the place as our contractors are seeing the complete versatility of these machines. But as Brian has done a wonderful job out here digging some fake utilities in for us. Hi, Brian. I'm going to hand it back to Marty, because we can't talk about excavators all day, even though I would like to, because they are the superior machine. But I guess we should talk about some of these other things. So Marty, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. I love hearing you talk about these things and the passion you bring. Folks, as I said earlier, regulation and safety has become more important every day. It minimizes the need to climb on the machine for maintenance or to install GPS receiver that truly reduces the risk of slips and falls. Using GPS will also improve safety due to fewer grade stakers and ground people needed on those job sites. A machine that has the ability to work safely with the operator on or off the machine. That's right, you heard me, off the machine. And that can do it efficiently is what the D6E is all about. Now, Sam Meeker is our dozer specialist, and Sam is very passionate about these medium-sized dozers. And Sam, I'm gonna throw it over to you. You're over here in the technology hub, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us a little bit more about this D6XE, pal.
Hey, Marty, thank you very much. My name's Sam Meeker, everybody. I've got 24 years of experience in the dozer industry. And with me in the tractor is Mr. John Hood, rocking the Pit Vipers again today. I learned that those are flip-up Pit Vipers, so that's a special version of those. But we're going to talk to you a little bit about the evolution of the job site as it refers to bulldozers. So there's three themes that I think about in the dozer world when it comes to that evolution of the job site. And that's going to be technology, safety, and ease of use. So let's start off by talking about ease of use. It used to be back in the old days, you'd get an operator off of the grade rod or off of the shovel, and you'd have to, have them have several years of experience before they were able to get in and run these dozers. But nowadays, we literally expect them to be able to run it by the end of the week. So ease of use has been something that's been really important for us to design into these tractors. And that's going to be things like intuitive controls, excellent visibility all the way around that tractor, not just out the front, but on the sides and the back as well too, and those assist features that help you get the job done. So as we talk about ease of use, we're going to talk about intuitive controls throughout the product line. So this is going to be similar controls from that D1 all the way up to that D8 tractor. This is excellent visibility all the way around, as I had mentioned there. The monitors are very similar on these machines. The 1 up to the 7 have the same monitors, the same user experience. So you can take an operator out of one of those tractors, pop them into another one, and off they go. Now we've also integrated that backup camera into that 10-inch color display. The controls in these tractors can be customized to that operator's preference, and then they can save those settings in the monitor using features such as application profiles and operator ID. You can also save things like your blade response, working speeds, and auto shift. And all of these operator settings are going to be available the next time they jump in that seat. So now let's go ahead and we'll talk just a little bit. Today I'm live from the Technology Hub. and I'm here with my good friend Scott Hageman. We're talking about technology on these machines. We're talking about several of the different features that we have on these guys. So Scott's in here talking to folks about some of the different technologies we have on these tractors in terms of the assist technologies, in terms of the Cat Grade 3D technologies. And one particular passion of my friend Scott here is going to be the different types of base stations that we can work with on the grade control system. So it's not just that Trimble base station anymore, but we work with TopCon and Leica base stations as well too. So a lot of advancement in terms of that when we talk about this Cat Grade. So as I'm working my way over here, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the technology that we have on these machines. Now, we're going to have simple, easy to use technologies that just inform the operator, and a couple of those are going to be some things like slope indicate, blade load monitor. These types of features are going to give that operator just a little bit of information on how they're running the machine to give them kind of that comfort and that ease of use in terms of operating that tractor. Now we're going to work our way up into some of the technology that's going to help and assist that operator. So stable blade helps you to make smooth passes. It doesn't control the blade per se, but it just helps you to make smooth passes. All right, let's talk a little bit about traction control and auto carry. Those are two features that we've got on tractors that are going to help to reduce that track slip, improve the load that we have on that blade, help you to get bigger blade loads, and help you to carry those blade loads farther using features such as auto carry. And then finally, we'll get up into some of our newer assist features, such as steer assist, slope assist. So steer assist is going to help that tractor while you're doing those steep side slopes. It's going to help him to be nice and smooth on those and avoid that excessive steering they have to do to keep it on that side slope. And we've been giving stickers out to everybody all day long with this with the new steer assist logo on it. Slope assist, right? Let's say you're out there dumping truckloads and you just want to knock it down and make it flat, right? Make it drain. Slope assist is a perfect feature to help you do that. So what you do with slope assist is you're going to set your blade at the target slope. You just start dozing. When you click that yellow button, it holds that blade at that target slope, and it's going to help you to create those smooth, consistent passes. All right. Now, when you do want to step up and get that full elevation control, now we're going to jump into full Cat Grade with 3D. So the best part about Cat Grade with 3D, in my opinion, is most of you cannot see that tractor has it. We have hidden the receivers and the antennas out of sight, out of mind. So only you folks out there in the cheap seats up top can see that. So now let's jump in and talk a little bit about safety. We're going to get over here and take a look at my good friend here working the D5 down at Tanaha. That's right. He's running the D5 down at Tanaha. Tanaha Hills down there by Tucson, Arizona. So JC's pushing our trench back in for us here. And I want you to focus on a couple of things here. On that left-hand monitor, he's using Cat Grade with 3D. All right? So you can use Cat Grade with 3D, auto carry, steer assist, slope assist. All of these features can be used while you're running that tractor in remote control operation. So really cool technology, really amazing. We talk about remote control in a situation like this where we're using this remote control station. This is going to be in an area where maybe you have some bad underfoot conditions, right? Or maybe you're in an area where you've got potential for a slide, such as in a high wall. And in those situations, you're going to be able to run this tractor with that remote control and keep that operator out of harm's way, so that he's not in that sketchy environment down in there. So now this is what we call the universal remote operating station. All right, these remote operating stations are available to run. I believe it's up to, we have 35 different products now that you can run with that universal remote operating station, and with the other remote control systems we have, with the consoles we have as well too. So this UROS is able to run loaders, dozers, and excavators, and really makes it where you can run this tractor productively in that remote control scenario. So happy to be spending some time talking to people about this. I'm going to be standing out by the D4 and the D7 out there. So please come on out, say hi to us. We'll get you that steer assist sticker out there, and we'll look forward to having some great conversations with you. So Marty, what do you got going on out there in the field?
Motor grader specialist, and when it comes to explaining motor graders, their efficiency and the technology systems on these machines, he's my go-to guy. Eric, tell us a little bit more about this legendary 160 working out here in front of us.
Absolutely, Marty. Hey, welcome everybody. My name's Eric Hood, 24 years in the industry. representing the motor graders. And out in the motor grader, we have Curtis Nixon, also known as Root Ball. That 160 comes from a long legacy of machines that are out there. It's an all-wheel drive, comes with a ripper, push block, and big tires. And what it allows him to do is be able to do and add different levels of technology to this machine. So as he's going around here working on the parking lot, working on the pad, and ultimately pulling down the berm, he can work and have just a cross slope, a 2D system. So if he doesn't have a full design on the machine, he can go in, he can set his slope, he can choose one side to be automatic, manually input an elevation on the other side, and the machine will follow. So if you don't have design plans, you can do simple parking lots, simple slopes, things like that with the machines. So beyond that, also we have other ease features beyond the grade control. We also have choice of controls, steering wheel and lever, if that's your preference and familiarity with those controls, or joysticks. Those joysticks reduce the arm and wrist movements by up to 78%. Other things we have is auto articulation. As Curtis has taken that machine around, all he needs to do is do a steering input and the machine will automatically articulate and follow. The rear tires will follow the front tires around, just having him reduce his movements. There's also a thing called stable blade, and stable blade allows you to prevent the machine from bouncing. So it feels, there's a sensor in there, and it feels when that machine's about ready to bounce and slows the machine down to prevent the bounce and the rework. So those are a couple of the easy use features, whether you got a novice operator, you're trying to get them up to speed, or you got a veteran operator getting a little fatigued at the end of the day. But probably the biggest thing we really want to show the excitement on this is the CAT Grade 3D massless. As you can see, without those masks, I mean, the evolution of the job site was simple grade control systems to the mass, and the mass really allowed you to be able to hit grade. But now with the massless system, we've taken those two masks off, we've incorporated the two receivers on the front and the back of the machine, and we're allowing all the DCM, the drawbar, circle, and moldboard, to have sensors to understand where everything is. But what it allows Curtis to do, or a grader to do, is suddenly that grader becomes more available to do more applications. Take a look at what he's doing right now. He racked that mold bar out in a high bank, and now he's able to go and match that slope that Dozer worked on. Not worrying about what the masts are doing, not worried about putting it into the cab or having to be concerned. He just focuses on the job, uses that grader, and swings that mold board out to do what they need to do. Whether you're moving that underneath or swinging it out, you can take high bank and do a lot of slope work that you may be thinking you needed to bring another machine in for. But it also allows, it really allows Curtis just the ability, because there's another thing. When he swings that mold board back under, he has that grade control. He has that design plan. He can work that 3D display or that 3D design. And then also there's a thing called e-fence. So he is able to prevent the machine from damaging itself with his e-fence. As he is lifting the drawbar, it won't contact the link bar. And as he is rotating the mold board, it won't contact the ladder or the tires. And as it gets close, it will slow down and snub those hydraulics, and then also prevent another hydraulic function, so he's not able to articulate into the mold board or wheel lean or pitch the mold board into the tires. One other technology we have on this machine and others is CAT Detect. What CAT Detect is, it can be equipped from the factory or retrofit. And what it does is allows that operator to have visibility around the machine to see cars, obstacles, or personnel that may be in their job site, allows them to be able to see what's around them, and especially if there's areas of blind spots. So as we've evolved with motor graders, you know, when you see old pictures and you see old jobs with motor graders, there's lots of them out on the site. But as we've progressed, the machines have gotten bigger, they've gotten more powerful, and they've gotten more versatile. You can do more things with these, and it takes less machines to get the work done. And whether you're doing simple work or you're doing more complex work, you're able to go and do that type of work. And as you can see, the other thing, as Curtis made that last pass before this one, he is able to actually, even in that high bank, put that mold board down on the ground and pull that material away, and he's able to continue to work rather than having to slide that mold board down. So as you can see, Marty, here, these graders have gotten larger, more capable, and you can load them up with little to no or fully technology, removing those masks, making this grader very versatile. So back to you, Marty.
That's a lot of information there, Eric. Thanks a lot, buddy. You've just seen and heard how the job site is evolving with technology and how it can help you on your job sites. Thanks to everyone in the grandstands, those viewing online. Let's give these operators a round of applause, huh? Now, folks, make sure you visit our product experts that you just saw talking to you about these machines. Go walk around the outside of Operator Stadium to their products, talk to them, ask more questions that may pertain to your business, to the applications you're working in. When we're done here, I invite you to walk over to the Technology Hub, go visit our friend, Mr. Scott Hageman, Cat Grade Control product expert, learn about the Cat Grade, how that all works on the different types of machines. Also visit my friends over at the Command team. Look at that Command operating system, that universal remote operator station that Sam was pointing out. Go over there, operate some equipment down in North Carolina or over in down in Arizona as well. Again, that technology is just a key building block towards full autonomy and the ultimate evolution of the job site. Folks, don't forget about our big ticket giveaway. We have 9 locations, 9 check-in points, 8 here around Operator Stadium, 1 over in South Hall. Check into 5 of those check-in points. You get a CAD hat. You get registered for a D11 Lego set that will be drawn. You also get a chance to win a 301.8 with a customer value agreement included. So get around there, check those out. If you don't have time, see the technology, go look at our services hub. Go see the sustainability hub, check the retail store out, get you some CAT merchandise, go up and talk to our CAT finance folks up on the 2nd floor. If you're interested in operator training, go check out the Equipment Training Solutions booth over on the corner here. They'll talk to you about operator training, customized operator training, show you a little bit about CAT training simulators. And for those operators in the stands that are interested in becoming one of CAT's demo operators, like you see these guys, also have a site there to give you more information about that. Come back at about 1:30. We're gonna do mic drop with Mike Rowe. Get a chance to ask Mike questions about him and maybe other things you might wanna know. At 2 o'clock, we're gonna do our job site demo, talking about a lot of different things, talking a lot about machines, technology. We're also gonna unveil one of the new products here, folks. So come back, see us then. And then at 3:30, if you're here, come back and we'll get you in and around some of this equipment, talk to our experts, talk to our demo operators, and have some fun. So have a great afternoon. We'll see you here in a little bit.